Alright, so today we are going to take a look at the Transformers United Seekers Elite, Ramjet, Dirge, and Thrust, and compare them to the classics, classic and the 2-generation versions of the same mold. For this one, I'm not gonna, they're not as unified as the Seeker Aces were to the botcons and each other, because these things are each different, and I'm okay with that. So I won't be showing off all the other Seekers as we go, but what I will show off is the big group shot at the end. So yeah, let me get these guys into jet mode and then get those guys out of the box and we'll compare the two. Alright, so again, here are the rocket launchers. Ramjet came with the bigger missiles, and other than that, they're all just the same gray plastic. Absolutely nothing spectacular about them. Thrust here had little red strips on his, and other than that, they're just plain gray. So we'll set those off to the side because, again, we don't really care about them. We're going to be looking at the Guilty Hunger sets and how they compare in just a moment. So let's start with Thrust here. So okay, so first off, he's got a yellow cockpit. Oh, I'm not even doing this on. Let's move this down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so he's got more of a yellow cockpit, and where he's got a white clear one. Little Decepticon logos there, Decepticon logos on the wings. He does not. His wings, and like up here on this one, it's more like a chocolate, almost like a chocolate brown, dark gray. Whereas his is definitely more of a gray. His is a richer red. His is more of a lighter red. So either one looks pretty good. I like them. So yeah, nothing. Like he's got some white stripes going across his wings. He does not. He's got the little tail fin stripes. He does not. Other than that, there's not too much to go over in robot mode or vehicle mode. So let's set these guys down. I can't give it to either one of them. I think they both look pretty awesome. Great figures. He's got a little metallic paint on the vents there. I can't. I'd say either one's pretty good. So set those guys off back here, and we'll take a look at Dirge. So here's the unit Generations one. Again, nice Decepticon logos on the wings. Some stripes going on here, and he's got big Decepticon logos on his wings. So his is more of almost a golden brown, and his is more of like this drab brown, which I actually really, really like. I love that look of that contrast with this like dark, almost sea blue, and he's more like a dark sky bluish. Again, gray instead of the black here. He's got this nice metallic-y gray, and that carries out throughout the whole jet. So as far as jet mode, I'm gonna have to give it to the United one. This I love this drab paint scheme he's got going on. His is much more vibrant. This one just looks more like ugh. And Dirge was always that I'm gonna die character. This fits him better, I think. And now on to my favorite of the coneheads, Ramjet. So here's Classics Ramjet, and here is United Ramjet. And just right off the bat, again, just like the Starscream. This metallic red is just gorgeous. I love it so much. And he's just got this drab red paint. It's not even a comparison between the two of these guys. This guy takes it all day long. He's got all these designs which kind of look cool on him. He's just got this flat white gloss plastic that he's molded in. The whites are different because he's more of a cream off-white and he's just white. So, yeah. Yeah, other than the wings, you know, not too much going on here. This is more of that drab, or that metallic gray, which looks nice. But yeah, just this red, just again, is so gorgeous. I wish they made like a classics, and I think they did, but I wish they had the classic Optimus Prime mold entirely out of this plastic. Just the entire thing with this paint would just look amazing. But anyway, that's it for the jet modes. We'll get into robot modes right now. So we'll get him transformed. Again, it's the Seeker mold. And you can take these things off and put them wherever you want to. I'm just going to leave them where they are for now. I usually like them on the feet, but for now we'll just leave them up there. There's thrust. We get thrust taken care of. Like I said, these guys aren't as unified together as the aces are, but they still look pretty cool. So, well, it just kind of depends on your preference on these. Which versions do you want? I kind of wish this. Yeah, he's not really red, but I kind of wish Thrust would have had more of that metallic red. He's got metallic. It's more like a maroon. All right, so let's take a look at the differences here. The wing differences are still very obvious. Colorations. Again, he's got more of that charcoal or chocolate brown, whereas he's got this nice metallic gray. He's got a little bit more detail painted on his chest and like crotch pieces, whereas he's more just kind of gray, metallic red. Nice metallic paint in the feet. He's got nothing. He's got more detail in the vents here, and his face is silver with yellow eyes, and his is white with yellow eyes. So as far as these guys go, again, as I said before, I have to stick with they look good. Either one looks good. If you have a choice in between the two, it doesn't really matter that much, I would say, to me. Like, he's got more detail in the chest, he's got more detail in the vents in the face. He's got this nice chocolate brown that works well with the darker maroon, whereas he's got this lighter gray that works with the light red coloration he's got going on. So it works either way. Either one. Again, I wish they would have flipped the Decepticon logos so that they're facing the other way, so in robot mode they're facing down, but what can you do? So let's take a look at the Guilty Hunger set, and as you can see, the gray matches the gray on United version better than it did on him, because he has no gray, it's chocolate. So just pop those in there, and we got ourselves thrust. So yeah, boils down to personal preference for this guy. I can't give you a decisive winner here. Let's go to Dirge. Here's the generations. Pretty simple transformations as always. And you can leave thrust wings down if you prefer. Maybe that's what they're going for with that upside down Decepticon logo, but I doubt it because that's how the aces were too. Dirge there, and United Dirge. This plastic feel seems a little thinner than this one did. I guess it kind of sound the same. I don't know. Anyway, it leaves me a little concerned with the longevity of that plastic if it was like thrown in a box or something. So. Alright, so. Oh, I forgot to. Damn it. My confidence today. I swear. Alright, so there we have Dirge and Dirge in robot mode. Sorry, I dropped one of the missiles, or the blasters. So, let's see. Now, this one, I'm going to have to say, there's quite a bit of difference here. He's got a lot more of that gray chrome, or not gray chrome, but gray metallic paint all over him. He does not. His is replaced with the black. See, he's got some metallic blues going on as well. He does not. In jet mode, though, he really stole it. In robot mode, he just looks much better, in my opinion. Although this looks more cartoon accurate, this one looks more vibrant, it has more life in it, which is funny because, he's the guy that dies all the time. So, blasters, again, it fits the plastic on this guy better. The gray on him as opposed to him because he has no gray except for his face. For Dirge here, I have to give it a tie. Robot mode, he wins. Jet mode, he wins. So we're kind of in the same boat as the thrust. They both look good. There's nothing really outlandishly better about one or the other. So let's set those guys off, and we'll get into the real meat of the matter. As I said, my favorite of the coneheads, Ramjet. So let's get them into robot mode here. Now he does have gray, so blasters really work with either one. So, and the blasters can't be or the guilty hunger null race shouldn't be a deciding factor for these guys at all. They are the way I want to display them because that's the ones I like the best. But don't buy these Seekers based on a third-party product, especially one of such small importance. It looks great. I do recommend Guilty Hunger, but like I said, I would not go buy the Elite Seekers just for the Guilty Hunger kit. I got them just because I got the Aces. And I was just like, well, I got the Aces. Might as well get this Elites. Give them both a shot. Give them honest review on them. Alright. So there we go. Ramjet and Ramjet in robot mode. And let's take a look at differences. They both have the gold paint in the vents. His is more detailed though. His face is silver, whereas his is gray. He's got a little bit of a lighter gray. Again, like the Aces, his side here is not painted at all. It's just the white molded plastic, but the wheels are, or vents, whichever one you want to call them, those are painted. Whereas his are all the same color plastic, so it doesn't look quite out of place there. He's got some silver paint, light silver paint that doesn't really match anything else on him right here. He's got this gray, or this white and white, and then this dark gray that matches everything else around him. Silver kneecaps, he's got little gold tabs. Feet, nice silver metallic paint there. And then the wings, again, just this nice chrome red, not chrome, metallic, nice metallic red wings. He's just got this bland gray wings. So this one, hands down, I give it to the United one. Just that, there's not even a question there. Here is the Guilty Hunger blasters. A little bit lighter on him, but it does fit pretty well on him. You can't see that very well, but this gray matches him, like the legs and the hands, better than it did on him. It's really lighter on him. He's a much darker gray than he is, but alright, so all in all, this kit, I'm gonna have to give it a 8 out of 10. It is an expensive kit. They are starting to get them discounted down to like the $90 range for these guys. I'm gonna start putting Seekers in here so we have a big family photo. Now, you know, I would not recommend buying it for $120 because you can still get Thrust and Dirge online for pretty cheap, like in the $20 ranges. Ramjet would probably be more like $50, so you're probably spending at like about $90 on the 3, give or take. So I don't know. I would say, you know, if you have the original set, you know, it's really kind of, it's a tough call. The Ramjet, for me, sells the set. The other two, they're not unified with the rest of the Seekers, so I can't say, oh, these guys are better than the other guys. But you know, if you don't have them at all, you know, and you're able to pick them up for about $90, you know, you could go ahead and do that. So, but yeah, that's those Seekers for you. Elites, Seekers Elites United. It's a pretty good set. Not the greatest, but it's decent. So, I think that's really all there is to say about these guys. I don't have this get transformed all the way. There we go. Yeah, 8 out of 10. I'm going to stick with that. So, yeah, we'll clear this off. I still haven't got the BotCon Seekers in yet, as I've said. So I'm not going to post these videos until I get them in. But in the meantime, the next up is going to be the Generations Thundercracker and the Generations Starscream from the War for Cybertron, or Fall of Cybertron games. So take a look at those guys next and go from there.